about a 78% increase just to get back to the top of its trading range. All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom. This is not financial advice. We are here to talk about all things investing, and today I want to talk to you about a company named Skillz, stock ticker SKLZ. Here's what I want to try and accomplish in today's video. I want to talk about who they are and what they do. They just released their Q2 earnings for 2021, so I want to go through those. I want to look at the current stock price because something interesting is happening right now, and then we'll take a look at the chart, and then I want to go through some price predictions, and I want to take a look at an option that I found that I think is a low-risk, high-reward option that I'm going to be looking at. That's the agenda. Let's take a look. Okay, this is Skillz website. So who are they? Embrace your inner champion, the platform for competitive mobile games. So this is a mobile gaming website, and I'm just going to show you this is the front page of their website, and I'm just going to show you some of their numbers. So these guys just went public via a SPAC in December of 2020. So they've been trading for less than a year. So just as an aside. So if we look, they've got 30 million plus players, 30,000 game developers, over 5 million daily tournaments, and $100 million in monthly prizes. These 30 million players go on here not only to play games and to have fun, they're trying to make money. And this is real money. It's not like a lot of the other gaming websites where you get tokens or chips where you can spend it inside of their website. You actually earn money. So they say right here, earn a living doing what you love. I'm not recommending that you go do that. I'm just telling you what they do. Okay, let's go through their Q2 earnings. Here's an article. This is actually Business Wire. This is their press release. Skillz reports record Q2 revenue and updates 2021 guidance. This is the 22nd consecutive quarter of growth for them. That's years and years of consecutive growth. They completed a couple of key acquisitions with some strategic partners, and they updated their revenue guidance to $376 million. Now, I'll tell you later in here, they say their previous guidance was $375 million. So for all intents and purposes, they just reaffirmed their existing guidance. They upped it by $1 million. Okay, so here's some of their financial highlights from their second quarter results. Revenue grew to $89.5 million during the second quarter of 2021, up 52% year over year. Gross profit grew to $85.1 million during the second quarter, also up 52% year over year. Gross margin was 95% during the second quarter, in line with the prior year. So these guys work at a gross profit margin of 95%, which is incredible. Net loss increased to $79.6 million during the second quarter of 2021 compared to $20 million in the prior year. They're currently still massively in a growth phase. They are losing money at the moment, but when they build out their infrastructure, these losses could very well turn into big gains. So one of the important things that I like to look at as an investor, especially when I see an early growth company losing a lot of money, is how much cash do they have and what is their cash runway? Because the real concern when you see a big loss like that is they don't have enough cash to get where they're going, and they're going to have to either issue more stock, which is going to dilute your shares of stock as an investor, or they're going to have to take on debt, which is not good, or, in the worst case of scenarios, they run out of money and go out of business. So none of those things apply to this company. So if I take a quick look, in Q2 2021, Skillz had $692 million in cash and was debt-free. So that is a spectacular position to be in. The company burnt through $98 million in cash. So with $692 million of cash and an annual burn rate of $98 million, that means it had a cash runway of about 7 years as of June 2021, which is gigantic. So that loss, while it's not good and you don't want to see them continue to lose money, you can take the risk of cash off the table. These guys have a massive amount of cash and no debt. To me, that eases my mind on watching that big loss in the quarter. Okay, now I quickly want to talk about the price of their stock as it's trading right now, and then we'll go take a look at the charts and see what that means. So today is the middle of the trading day on August 6th, 2021. They are currently trading at $11.98. You're going to see this is very low for them, and it's getting to a significant point. They have not closed a day below $12 in the year 2021. Let's go take a look at the chart and see what I think we can do about that. Okay, so here's Skillz chart from March 24th. So this is basically March 24th right through to the present, which is August 6th. You'll see on the chart, it's currently trading at $11.98. And you'll see a red line that goes across the screen, which is the level the stock is at right now. I just want to highlight a couple of areas. You can see right here in April, and then again right here in May. These are the two times since March that they've gotten down towards $12. So you can see this is a key line of support. So I am going to draw that line. Okay, so we now have two purple lines that I believe represent the trading range that Skillz has been in for the past at least 4 months. So it's sitting here at the very bottom of this trading range. So if it can stay, what would be great is if it could close above $12 today. If it doesn't, I will be looking at a scenario where I have some kind of stop loss. Oftentimes, you know, these lines are not perfect. So it may dip under there for a day or two or three, but if it starts to get 5% below this line, or 5% or 8% or 10% below this line, then we may be seeing a new trend. It's heading in a new direction and it's not in this trading range anymore, and then maybe it's time to get out. So that's how I look at it. As an aside, please do me a favor and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video. So if we look, we're zigzagging up and down here inside of this trading range. It got a little bit above the top of the range, so that's okay. That's great. If it gets above the top of the range, we don't mind that. But it has respected this line of support at the bottom the whole time. So I've zoomed out just a little bit to show the chart for the entire year. So you can see earlier in the year, they were trading at much higher levels. And I have a line at $46.31. I think it's actually $46.30 was their all-time high. That was on February 5th, 2021. So they really spiked. There was a lot of momentum in this stock. So it's kind of gone downhill from there, which is when we entered this trading range. And then again, up and down inside of this trading range. And it's respected this line of support. So that's why I really think here and now we're at $11.99. You can see it is just hanging out around $12. So what I think this leads to is a potential opportunity for a swing trade. So let's just take a look if it were to go from the bottom of its trading range, which it's sitting at right now, just back to the top of its trading range. So you'll see that's a 77.89%. So about a 78% increase just to get back to the top of its trading range, which it has touched several times in the last 3 or 4 months. I'm looking at this currently as a swing trade. I will be doing a little deeper dive to see if I am ready to call this a buy and hold. But I like, on the short term, I like the opportunity that this is presenting. That's a 77% upside. Let's just get crazy for a second and look at what it would be to get back up to its high. So that would be a 281% increase from its current price. I'm not even looking at that. That's just for fun. I'm not looking for it to trade anywhere near its high anytime soon, but I do think if we sit here inside of its trading range, again, you're somewhere close to 80% upside. Now, from there, I have found an option that I think is a low risk, high reward option. Now, please remember, I am not a financial analyst. This is not financial advice. I don't have a crystal ball. You're looking at the same chart that I'm looking at. I'm seeing a trend here, and it could break the trend, it could hold the trend, but I think I have found a low risk way to try to play this. So this is an October 15th option at the $20 strike point. So this is a call option at the $20 strike point. So the way options work is you buy them in lots of 100. So if you were to buy one lot, it would cost you $330. So that is the maximum amount of risk that you would take by buying one lot of these. You put $330 into this. It expires October 15th, 2020. So your downside, you have quantified at $330. Your upside, I want to take a look at the chart and show you a few numbers. So it's 33 cents today, but just a few weeks ago on July 23rd, this was $1.10. That's a triple. So if it just gets back to where it was, 2 weeks ago, this option will have tripled. Now, if we just go a little further back, this is July 6th. That's exactly 1 month ago. So if between now and October 15th, we can get back to where this option was 1 month ago, that's an 8x from here. So you can see the risk reward on this is, the risk is you lose your $330. If you can catch that 3x, you would be turning your $333 into $1,000. And if you can catch the 8x, obviously a lot more than that. So again, none of this is financial advice. Please do your own due diligence. You don't have to pick the same option that I picked. Take a look around. You may want to give yourself more time than this. There's options that have more time before they run out. You may not be comfortable in trading the options at all, in which case we looked at the trading range and there was still about a 78% potential upside just within the trading range. So you guys have to decide for yourselves what you want to do, but I have showed you my line of thinking on this. But I believe today I am going to buy these $20 strike point October 15th options. That's my analysis on Skillz. Hopefully it helps, and I appreciate. Thanks for watching the video, and we will see you in the next video.